Midday News is brought to you by Dogra A1 Digital Hearing Aid Center, Jammu, offering special discounts for the senior citizens and reimbursement schemes for the government employees. The Jammu and Kashmir administration will cover over 35,000 youths for entrepreneur skill development under the Accelerated Skill Development Transformation of Aspirations and Livelihood for Youth Yojana during 2021-24. This was revealed by the officials at the high-level meeting of the Jammu and Kashmir Entrepreneurship Development Institute and the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, Ahmedabad, chaired by the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. Laying special emphasis on the promotion self-employment for the skilled youth, the Lieutenant Governor asked the officers concerned to identify potential sectors for the growth and expansion of entrepreneurship. Air traffic between Kashmir and rest of the country was resorted on Thursday after remaining suspended for about 4 days due to the snowfall in the valley. The air traffic between Srinagar Airport, the only civilian airport in Kashmir, and rest of the country was suspended on Sunday due to snowfall which continued till Wednesday. A 10-member delegation from Ladakh met Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Wednesday and expressed their views about the needs for protecting Ladakh's language, culture and its land. A release said the centre government has decided to form a committee under the Minister of State of Home G. Kishan Reddy for the protection of the language, culture, land of Ladakh and for ensuring adequate participation of people in the development of the region. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Farooq Khan said the UT administration is keen to develop the adventure tourism infrastructure to tap the tourism potential of the less explored areas of Jammu and Kashmir. The advisor made these remarks during his tour to Basoli, where he inspected ongoing projects including multipurpose sports field and water sports center complex. Besides, he added, meeting held with the DDC and BDC representatives. Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday recorded 126 new COVID-19 cases that raised the tally to 122,049, while 3 more fatalities pushed the death count to 1,900. Of the fresh cases, 73 were reported from Jammu Division and 53 from the Kashmir Division of Union Territory. The number of active COVID-19 cases dropped to 2,459 in the Union Territory, while 1,17,690 patients have recovered so far. The UT reported 3 COVID-19 deaths from the Kashmir Valley in the past 24 hours. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said on Wednesday that the Department of Personnel and Training is constantly striving to expedite promotions and empanelment of the officers to so of each government functionary to get their dues on time and remain motivated to offer his or her services to the best part of potential and ability. Speaking to the delegation of senior officers of Punjab Civil Service who called on with a request to expedite their cases of induction into IAS, the minister said there was a tendency for the delay in the past, but over the last 6 years the processes have been streamlined with optimal utilization of modern technology. India's COVID-19 caseload rose to 1,395,278 with 20,346 new infections being reported in a day, while number of recoveries surpassed 1 crore according to the data update by the Union Health Ministry on the Thursday. The death toll increased to 1,50,336 as 222 people succumbed to the disease in the span of 24 hours. The number of active COVID-19 cases remained below 3 lakh for the 17th consecutive day. As a simulation of the actual execution of COVID-19 vaccine rollout that is expected to begin in few days, another round of dry run will be conducted in all the districts, states and UTs except UP and Haryana on January 8 to ensure efficient planning and management of the immunization process. Each district will identify 3 types of session sites similar to the previous dry run conducted on January 2nd, including a public health facility, private health facility and rural urban outreach sites. Hours after supporters of Donald Trump stormed the US Capitol, social media giants Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram blocked the outgoing president's page on their respective platforms. Twitter locked Trump out of his account for 12 hours and said future violations by Trump could result in permanent suspension. Facebook and platforms its own Instagram said Trump's pages will be blocked for 24 hours.